My name is Kate Klug. I am with St. Cloud Public Schools. I'm the innovation coach here for our secondary buildings. And I'm excited to share with you some of our educator spotlight. We unfortunately weren't able to get our educators here. There was a few things going on. So they sent in some videos to share their experience using GEMS. And we just wanted to just kind of share with you all some, sorry about that. We're trying to share with you all how some educators are using GEMS here in St. Cloud. So we'll just go ahead and take a look here. So if you're not familiar with GEMS, GEMS are something that happen within Gemini. It's a tool that you can use within Gemini that really help you build specialized kind of platforms to complete repetitive tasks for you that can act as an expert and follow very specific instructions. The GEMS are really great because they give you really consistent outputs and they give you personalized results. And so we're going to hear how some of our educators have used GEMS. So I had educators come to me and ask how they could implement both their content standards and their WIDA standards together more efficiently. So we created some GEMS that included both of those. And this is what we heard back.
Hi, my name is Joshua. My students call me Mr. Josue, and I use Google Gemini generally for the purpose of creating assessment questions. And so when I came across this particular Gemini gem, I immediately plugged in something that we were looking to improve our student skills on, which was morphology, with the following prompt. I need an assessment question after teaching students the constituent morphemes of the word invisible. I fully expected there to just be like a multiple choice question of some sort or an essay question or something else. But this particular gem came out with these standards immediately, which definitely highlighted something that I like, the idea that they can apply these morphemes to other settings where the same prefixes, suffixes, or roots are there. That's something that we're trying to teach our students to do, to look for these things in the wild, so to speak, where they're reading. And so I was really excited to see that, which is definitely not in my original prompt, as well as these ideas for working with my EL students, since I am an EL teacher. That is my role within my team. And so these sentence frames gave me a starting point that I could work on to develop both an instructional tool of drawing out what the discourse about morphemes might look like, what in means, and then what odd might mean, and therefore what I predict the meaning could be both an instructional tool and eventually an assessment. So really cool stuff happening here, and I hope I might use the tool again. Thanks for your time.
All right. So Mr. Josue, he used a custom gem that we created including our WIDA and our ELA standards. So we kind of put that one together so that they could get those intentional learning frames and stems, as well as some content objectives that include both of those standards together. We also had 2 other ELA teachers in our district use this gem, and these are the testimonials that they had sent to us to share with you. So our 6th grade ELA teacher said she used the gem for resources on plot elements. The first thing she noticed is that it conjugates should be added to the lesson. She has a co-teacher who excels at this and implements into our daily lesson. I'll let you read the rest of this, but the outcome of that conversation was really fun because she said, when I asked Gemini to put these 2 documents together to kind of help with my lesson planning, it basically told me everything that my co-teacher would have already planned for. So the conversation came down to is how great this resource would be for other people in our district, other people who teach in this setting who don't have an EL teacher, a co-teacher to plan with every single day. So this can act as that thought partner to help them with that. Another one of our teachers, our media specialist and 6th grade ELA teacher, also said that she liked this lesson because it gave her a lot of opportunities for depth of knowledge questions, which she thought would be really helpful for scaffolding. She also thought it was really great how she could get some modifications for different tasks within proficiency levels. She doesn't specifically work with our EL students in her role. And so she said this would be really great if we could create something that was more specific to some of the common modifications and accommodations that I have with my special education students. So we quickly kind of threw together another gem that was specific to just really common accommodations and modifications that we often see in our classrooms. And then we put in the same lesson plot elements, and it gave us some really specific ideas of how we could incorporate these into our lessons with all of our students every day. So that's kind of basically how we're using it here. Obviously, you can create lots of custom gems, and now you have the ability to share them with others, which is a really great new feature that we can now use these within our systems and within our buildings to share them to each other. And we've created lots of different gems for different things for all of our teachers by attaching different documents and PDFs and things like that. I'm going to stop there because I know that Jen is going to get into this here soon. So I'm going to let her pop over next.